So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about how to actually set up your calendar for when you're ready to begin booking appointments with your clients. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to create a form. Okay, there should be some forms already created for you. Charlie's rubbing his face all over the floor, being loud. But you can go in and you can actually create custom forms as well. So let's drop in. I will show you if someone's booking on the calendar, you go into calendar booking form and you can go ahead and you can create all the custom codes that you want. But yours will look something like this. So they got their name, okay, their phone number, their email, all very basic things there. Then you got some pre-call questions. Whoa. So I like to know their website. Tell me briefly about your goals. Have you ever worked with a coach before? Can you make financial decisions without your spouse? Are you ready to invest your time, energy, and money to get the results that you want? And if you decided you'd like to work with us, how soon are you looking to get started? And where did you hear about our program? Okay, so I like those questions, but if you want to get your own, you can go in here and under, where is it? Custom fields right here. So you go to fields, custom fields. You can actually add at the bottom a custom field. So if you wanted to ask like, which program level are you interested in? Group program, one-on-one, agency services, like you could have that inside of there, right? Or if you want to ask, hey, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not ready at all, 10 being I was so ready yesterday to change your life, like where are you at? And you could actually like have them click a button that tells you they're kind of like they're hot and they're ready level to change. Okay, so you could do anything you want within this form, but just know that this right here is a good baseline for you to get started. So go ahead, pause me right now, create your calendar booking form for your primary hour-long enrollment call, and then let me know. Click that start button again when you're ready, and we will create your calendar. All right. So when you're ready, okay, once you've gone through and you have actually added in your form, okay, because you're going to need that, you're going to go through and you're going to press new calendar. Granted, if this is for yourself, if you have a team you're going to need to add a group and you can create a team calendar there. But I'm going to just give the example of like for yourself. Okay, cool. So right here, you could do whatever your call is named. So maybe this is, discovery call. Maybe this is your business audit or a breakthrough session or, whatever you want to call this. So I'm just going to call it the enrollment call test, just for the sake of this, okay? You can put a description here, something along the lines of like, really looking forward to getting to know you better. Please take a few moments and choose a time that works best for you. Make sure 100% that this time works for you because, our time is both valuable and I want to make sure that we are both showing up, as best as we can. Okay, so put a quick description here about your call. Meeting location. If you're doing this via Zoom, what you're going to do is you're going to actually go into your Zoom account. Okay. You're going to find your personal meeting room or whichever one you're going to do this for. You're going to show your meeting invitation and then you're going to copy everything from join Zoom meeting down to your passcode. Copy that. Okay. And then you're going to paste that here. Okay. And then you can change the colors. So whatever you want your color to be. And then you're going to select a linked calendar. So if you haven't yet linked your calendar, go ahead and pause me. Okay, you're going to go to settings, integrations, and then you're going to connect a Google Calendar or an Outlook calendar inside of there. So settings and integrations. Okay, but if you have connected your calendar, go in here. You can choose the calendar that you want to use. So I'm going to use this one. Save and continue. Look how easy this is. Cool. So now how long is your call? If you're doing the enrollment call, it's going to be 1 hour. So that's slot duration. So slot interval is how often they're going to show these slots available throughout your day. How much time do you want in between appointments? How many appointments per slot? Put 1. How many appointments per day? Maybe 2 or 3. Minimum scheduling notice. I like to give 1 day because I don't want somebody booking it on my calendar for this afternoon because that's crazy when that happens. And then the date range this could be a week, honestly, like 7 days for you, 14 if you're booking up pretty fast with calls. Cool. And then make sure here that you set your hours. Cool little trick is like, let's say your time blocking and your morning time is your you time, and you want to start these calls at 10:30, 10, boop, 30 a.m., and you want your hard stop to be 4. You could apply it to all. Okay, and then you could go in and individually change the days if you need to. So save and continue there. And then look, this is where you get to add that form that we just created. So for me, it'd be the calendar booking form. If you want to pay for this, you can, but if you're doing the enrollment call, don't charge for that, please. You can choose whether or not you want the calendar to auto-confirm your appointment or not. Inside of the training for this Elite 360, they actually say to turn this off. However, what I just had happen today is 3 people booked calls like within 3 hours of each other. So like 2 booked at the same time. One was an hour before, one was an hour after. It was like crazy. So I would recommend keeping this on. Granted, I haven't tested it yet, but just based on that happening, that's going to make it kind of a mess for me to reschedule everybody. So yeah, I would do that. And what's cool about this is you can send yourself an email if you want to your personal email address once somebody books an appointment. So I actually set this up to where all of my team members get emailed when we book a call, which is cool because it like hypes them up and they're like, oh my gosh, we just booked 4 calls today, and they're all getting notified of that. Allow reschedule, allow cancellation, yes and yes. Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory. And these additional notes, this is actually what's going to show up in the calendar. So if you want to put your Zoom link here too, I would. And then this is a custom thank you message. I recommend keeping it something like what they already have here, because that just means like, hey, we're going to make sure that your appointment request is legit, and then we'll confirm with you if we're good to go. That's if like you get someone who goes through your form and like fills it out really shitty. Like they put a 1 or they put like, they don't answer anything and it's just really frustrating for you and it's like not somebody you want to work with. Then you can cancel their call and you're not like locked into it because you've kind of low key told them, hey, if your application's not good, we're not going to keep the call. So super nice. Then you press complete. Bada bing, bada boom. You're done. That's your call. So this is something that you could put inside your link in bio, right? In the, hey, book your breakthrough session here. Boom, boom, boom. Your complimentary business audit or whatever you're calling this thing. Okay, and then you get the code. So you press that, go to your team, select your calendar, which we just made. Where is it? Here, right here. And then this is the URL that you would send to a client if they're booking this call with you. Okay, so it's like, Jamie, hey, if I set aside some time tomorrow, would you want to jump on a call? Yeah, sure, I would. Then you send them this link right here. Okay, but if you want to embed this into a funnel or a website, right, you can actually embed it using this code right here. Okay, so that is how you create your custom calendar. Now, I will say that what's really cool is when you go into, back it up, automations, where are we at? Automation here. Okay, after they've booked a call with you, so I'll just go to my agency consultation one. This is when they drop into the workflow, because right here, this is where you might have to change it on your end. You're gonna have to add this. So when podcast agency consultation appointment is booked, so the appointment status is confirmed in the calendar of podcast agency consultation call, that's what's gonna trigger this workflow to start. So you should already have this entire workflow into your system. You're just gonna need to make sure that you add a new workflow trigger, which is to trigger when this calendar is booked. Okay, super cool. So go ahead, set up your calendar. If you have multiple calendars like I do with like podcast interviews and discovery calls and all that, go ahead and add all of those inside, link them up to their appropriate follow-up funnels, and I will catch you in the next video.